Guys, Dezmon here, your startup advisor and partner in entrepreneurship. Today, we're going to talk about crossing the customer gap. That's probably a term that you've never heard of before because I created it. I study and spend a lot of my time looking at the transition from people that are in full-time employment all the way to people when they get, or entrepreneurs, I should say, when they get to being a business owner. There's many things that happen in that transitional process. And to me, it's really fascinating about what financial goals you have to hit, what level of maturity you have to be, what level of understanding and confidence you have to have in yourself to move through each of those stages. But the one thing I actually found that stays pretty constant throughout the entire transitional process is interaction with the customer. That stays constant. The only difference is the way in which you interact with a customer. So let's start at stage one. Stage one is when you're working for someone else, like majority of the people, in our country and around the world. Most people are not working for themselves, they're working for someone else, which by default means they're in a supporting role for the customer that their organization serves. If you're in HR, accounting, IT, operations, advertising is kind of a hybrid, right? Because it's assisting the sales team in going out there and getting the business to bring it back to the rest of the organizations at the company. But if you're in anything kind of moving back from the front lines, you're in a supporting role with the customer. Now, as you move in and kind of transition into being self-employed, then what you start doing is you start buying customers. Let's say you're going to move in to be a real estate agent or insurance agent or a web designer or a photography person, and you're making just enough revenue to kind of cover your own expenses and be your own island, if you will, fully self-employed by yourself, then you're normally buying customers. You're either going to buy customers in time or you're going to buy customers in money. I prefer to buy customers in money because time is something that you can never get back. Money is something that you can reprint tomorrow. But everyone doesn't follow that same philosophy. As I digress, doesn't matter. But the point is you're going to be buying customers. Now, when you move into the business owner stage, then you get an opportunity because you've got some runway under you, you've got some experience under you. You can start getting innovative about the types of products and services you are going to create. So an example of this is, businesses that are in the meal delivery service space. That category didn't exist 10 years ago. Now it does. I actually know an entrepreneur that runs one of the largest home meal delivery services in the entire country. And what they did is they basically created a customer, right? So in the first two roles, you were supporting and then you were buying, and now you're actually being so innovative to where you're creating a new customer. This is not something that people spent money on before. Yes, people have spent money on food for thousands of years, but bringing fresh, ready-made meals delivered to their door every day is not really something that people have been doing for a very long time. So in the business world and the way that we look at it, these types of companies, and when you're in this business owner stage, you probably have enough resources built up to where you can start being creative. So I just wanted to kind of go over how you can move across the customer gap and how you're interacting with customers depending on what stage you're in. And so as you look at exiting from corporate America, understand that you're in a support role here, and here you're going to be in a buying role, and then here you're going to be in a innovative creation role, right? So make sure that you take in as much information as you can, put as much strategy in place, and get to the action, right? Because everyone doesn't make it over to the business owner side, so you got to put all forces moving forward and make sure that nothing stops you so that you can get to that point. Because once you get there, then you can start being philanthropic and start being really super cool, right? And then now you can start hiring people. So it's a really good space to be in. My name is Dezmon, your startup advisor and partner in entrepreneurship, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.